Tracking breaking news. We've been watching it all evening long and led our newscast with it tonight. A double homicide that may have been covered up with an arson, and now a shooting in which deputies from Greenville County opened fire on someone they say was a suspect in another upstate county.
All right, let's toss things back out to Chloe Salsameda. She's been closely following this story all afternoon. She's joining us live in Landrum at the second crime scene. Chloe, what's going on there on the ground? What can you tell us?
Well, Taylor, we are about to hear from the Greenville County Sheriff and the Spartanburg County Sheriff for an update on this case. We're going to toss it over to them now.
Hey, tonight around, it's just before 7 o'clock, Sheriff Lewis called and said that there was an incident up here on Kirby Street where our officers and his officers were involved in a shooting. Do you need me to wait while you get your camera going?
No, keep it going.
All right, anyway, we had a total of 6 police officers that was involved in this shooting. We just want to say what a great job these officers did responding to this scene and keeping it right here to this one location. Now, this guy that we had the encounter with brutally murdered 2 people over in Greenville, and I'll let Sheriff Lewis talk about that in a second. But the officers responded up here, Greenville County, Landrum, Spartanburg County, and you know that's why we have the partnerships that we do, so this stuff can run as smooth as it did. We saw Campobella Police Department up here. You know, everybody came to help, and we're just really thankful that none of the officers were hurt. I want you to pray for the victims over in Greenville County that were brutally murdered this afternoon. We are 100% sure this is the guy that did it. You know, again, I can't brag on the officers enough. What a great job they did by keeping this contained to this one location. So the investigation is very, very, very early. I won't be able to answer any questions about who the person is that we got into the shootout with. None of the officers' names are going to be revealed, but I just want to say thank you, Lord, you know, that all of them were okay, and we're going to be able to talk to them and get this worked out. But I want to, you know, obviously thank everybody from Greenville County, Landrum, Campobella, Spartanburg County for the great job that they did tonight. Sheriff Lewis and I talked, and we trained together, and you know, we pray together, and this is why we do that kind of stuff. And we're out here all the time trying to make sure that our citizens are safe. I think a camera, one of the tag reader cameras, caught the guy and reported it back when they put his tag number in, and that's just very, very good work from Greenville County Sheriff's Office, you know, that was able to help us pinpoint this guy's tag. And you know, he's got a history with this family. So, Sheriff Lewis.
We, like Sheriff Wright said, this was a unique situation where, fortunately, because of good relationships that we have with each other, we're able to share information and get out here. Obviously, we're in Spartanburg County. I think this is in the city of Landrum.
Yes, sir.
Landrum was out here as well. We had a vehicle description when I spoke to y'all earlier. That was a brutal homicide. We left over in Greenville. We had suspect information. We had a vehicle description. We entered that tag number into the flocked camera system and was able to track him up here in the Spartanburg. Again, deputies surrounded the house, confronted him, an officer-involved shooting took place. Sleds on scene. We both agreed to call them to work officer-involved shootings as a kind of a non-biased party. Forensics is here. You can see it's very time-consuming. A lot of people are involved. Again, 3 different agencies. Greenville County deputies as well as Spartanburg County deputies. We do know fired shots. There were 2 people in the house before that. The deputies were able to get out and put them in a safe position before encountering the suspect. So a lot of good police work,
Yes.
A lot of good police work going forward. Tragic scene, what occurred in Greenville. Very unfortunate that it would pass up. And you know, we told y'all earlier that there wasn't any threat to that area where it occurred, and the reason why is because we knew where the vehicle was at that time, around 6 o'clock, I think, when we did that press conference. So that's what led us here. That's kind of where we are. Again, very active investigation. You can see, been out here for hours. I know y'all are out here freezing too, but a lot of hard-working men and women back here that put in these hours in this cold weather to make sure this community's safe. And you know, to have so many agencies be able to work together to bring some resolution and get this guy off the street, who was very dangerous today for whatever reason. We don't know why his actions were what they were. We don't know what was going on with him. I can tell you he was just released from jail. He was on an ankle monitoring system. We've talked about bond reform before, and I certainly won't beat that dead horse tonight.
I'll beat it for you.
But I can tell you that's part of the problem. This guy should not be out here. He's a menace to the public. He's just murdered 2 people, could have murdered more people, all because our system is in the situation it's in. So this, you know, terrible situation to put deputies' lives in danger because this guy was able to make bond and get out. You know, and he's made threats before, and he's off the street now. So
I want to tag along with what the sheriff said. When is enough enough when you have somebody that threatens family, not just total strangers, but family? You know, and they put him on an ankle monitor thinking that's going to clear the situation up. When is enough enough? And I want to ask the legislatures and the judges, and I'm not pointing a finger at anybody, you guys, the legislatures, have a great opportunity to fix this and make our community safe. Not only the victims could possibly be alive, but our deputies wouldn't have to be going through this mess that they're going through. You know, our deputies are great men and women. They have to go home. They have to live with this now. You know, it's not like the TV show. We don't notch our gun. We don't go drink a beer after this is over. This is a life-altering event for everybody involved. And I mean, when is enough enough? So I'm with Sheriff Lewis. Something's got to be done, and it's got to be done yesterday. You know, so we're willing to help. Law enforcement is always willing to help. When you dial 911, we go. We don't ask no questions. We don't get to go down to the state house and what if it to death. We have to do better on keeping these violent criminals in jail. And if it's jail overcrowding, then let's get some jails built. Let's stack them on, let's get some tents, whatever it takes. But our families, your families, deserve better than what we're getting.
Sheriff Lewis, does the suspect have any connection to the house he was found in or to this area, or is this, you think, he just kind of stumbled upon this area randomly?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's an ongoing investigation. We do know how he arrived here, but as far as the deep dive into what connection he may have with the 2 folks that were living here, I can't really answer that this time.
We know the coroner is here, no law enforcement. The suspect is deceased?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So the suspect is deceased. How about the people inside? Were they hurt at any point?
Like I said earlier, we were able to get them out. Deputies did a great job of putting them in a safe position and getting them out.
They put their lives on the line to get these people out of the house, not just calling them out. They put their life on the line and put themselves in harm's way to save these other 2 people.
We don't have any reason to believe that the 2 people in the home knew what happened earlier today.
Yeah.
Sheriff, you mentioned that the license plate reader tracked this person down. Did that lead to a chase that ended here?
No. Deputies didn't want to get in a pursuit with him. It was all about trying to locate and kind of figure out where he may go without putting anybody else in harm. And just so happens when the deputy did find him, locate him, he drove within just a few minutes to this location. So
we can't reiterate enough, Sheriff Lewis and I both cannot reiterate enough the great police work that was done in this case.
Absolutely.
This was fantastic at the best. Make movies out of stuff like this, man. This is the way it's supposed to be done.
So the people in this residence, they have no connection to the suspect?
Not that we know of now. We might find out something in a month or tomorrow, but right now we just don't know.
The people in Taylor's, are you able to say if any connection that the suspect had to the 2 women who were found murdered there?
yes, there was a very close connection. Again, I don't know that the coroner has made contact with other family members, so without really telling you that relationship, it would.
Well, we don't want the families, the surviving families, to find out on the news, man. So.
And in terms of the 6 officers, were they all 6 with your 2 departments? Or
No,
was
there was a
anybody
couple with us, a couple with them. It's just that training. It goes back to that training, you know, and the good preparation that these men and women take upon themselves, not just what we give them, but take upon themselves to do a good job.
But a total of 6 deputies between the 2 agencies fired their weapons?
Yes, sir.
It
That's
could
what it
be.
looks
Actually,
like.
it could be more. We don't know. We call SLED in to do that, and we separate those deputies. Sheriff Wright does. We do it at Greenville County. And the only contact we made with those deputies on both ends is to make sure they're okay,
Yeah.
get them food, get them water. They can contact their family. So until SLED gets done, we'll know actual number of shooters.
Are they going to be put on leave?
Yes.
Yeah, they'll be put on paid leave, yes.
And the release from the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office says the suspect came out of the home brandishing a weapon. Is that accurate?
It appears that way.
That's what it appears to be, but again, we're going to let SLED determine all that for us, okay?
Do you know what type of weapon?
We
I don't have a clue.
Again, once we call SLED, they'll
Yeah.
get their forensics out here. Nothing has been moved or touched up there until they get that done, processed.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
All right, that's our Chloe Salsameda there with the sheriffs of Greenville and Spartanburg County. Just to walk this back, because there's a lot of information here. This started actually with a fire call. A neighbor saw flames, saw a fire in Greenville County, called 911. Those first responders get to the scene, and that's where they found 2 women dead inside a house this afternoon. As you just heard alluded to there, they didn't want to notify family members through the media. We still don't know, actually, who those 2 women who were found dead, now they say murdered inside that home are. That, Taylor, of course, is what led to this second scene in Landrum this evening.
That's right, Gordon. And I mean, they alluded that there is a connection between that suspect that they located in Landrum to those people deceased in the house in Greenville. Still waiting to learn more on that. But of course, the second crime scene that we were just at unfolded in Landrum when a suspect at a home came out brandishing a weapon, we're told. And that's when an officer did fire at that suspect, Gordon.
Yeah, 6 officers at least, but from both Greenville County and Spartanburg County. Landrum Police was on that scene as well. But that person is now dead as well. So we're talking about 3 people killed tonight. 2 of them, according to deputies, by this suspect who was later killed by deputies from several agencies later this evening. A lot to sort through. State agents are now in charge of that crime scene. We'll keep getting updates on that throughout the evening here and at WSPA.com.
Of course, and in that news conference you were just seeing, you were hearing from Sheriff Wright and Sheriff Lewis, and they both really drove home the point that so many different agencies came together to collaborate to find this suspect. And we're still waiting to learn more about the relations between these 2, the suspect and the victims, of course, the 3 of them, and we're waiting to learn some names. Of course, as we get that, we will update you here on air, also online at WSPA.com. For now, we're going to send it to break. Stick with us.